Hello everyone and welcome to the map Alcyone. Joining me here, the first of today's highlight viewer submitted matches. Where are those probes going? The red Protoss here, the upper right corner, already up to a bit of trickery. It is Whizbane. Wizards beware, I suppose. And their Protoss opponent, the blue probes, with an intriguing pylon placement. It is Edward. Edward, I hope you're not a wizard. Because apparently the bane of wizards has joined the map, and they've brought with them the Forge. Yes, to forge out the doom of all wizards, I'm sure. The Void Ray portrait, I feel like, tells us a story. If you could have a cannon portrait and have it show up next to your base, would you? Would you do that, Mr. Bane? Oh my gosh, this is like a sneak attack military operation here. This poor probe. Oh, Edward. Now, I don't know, like, was there any random players involved with this? Because the building placement here, we gotta work on this one, Mr. Blue Protoss. If it's a PvP, if you know it's a PvP, and you're going one gate Nexus before core, I'm gonna have to call you clinically bonkers. Okay. And that's gonna be the technical term here. Pull one probe. Well, at least you went after the probe, I'll say. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Did not take it seriously enough. Probes are being pulled now. One's getting low. Oh my gosh. It's on. He gets it, the probe. But unfortunately, Mr. Bane, Whizbane, the Bane of Wizards is actually math, it's duplicates. Where are you going? Where are you going? There's still cannons down here. There's still a probe, although I think he locked himself in. Did you lock yourself in with your own probe? Oh gosh, don't tell me. Really? Oh, he's not locked in. Good grief. Come on, Indigos, you can do better than that. Well, Edward does block the ramp. 3 pylons, so that's actually a really good move. At least deny Mr. Bane from getting up here to the... He recalled the probe. No probe left behind. I like it. Okay. Cannons on the way. Unfortunately, the high ground... Yeah, the probe can give high ground vision, which means this cannon is in serious danger. Pylon's gonna be targeted down here. And things are not looking that great, I will say, for the Blue Protoss at this point in time. The cannons will destroy the Nexus, which was not cancelled for some reason. Red probe makes its way in here. Is this why this was sent in? Epic cannon rush. Indigos, check out my epic cannon rush. What do we got here? Okay. Oh, he gets the second probe. Okay, second probe killed off. I don't think there's any more. No, that's going to be it. Edward actually halts the cannon rush in its cannon-shaped tracks. This is just a pylon, which I know is scary. Okay, the pylon, we don't like it. We're going to destroy it eventually. I don't think we really needed to pull probes to destroy it, or at least one probe, and that one probe's fan club. There's a couple probes that are just offering emotional support, which is important, of course. Mental health, always good to have. But we've got an immortal, which I'm gonna say, the first combat unit that hits the map is an immortal. Thank you. That's fantastic. I love it. Like gateway units. What are you talking about, Indigos? No way. Bust out the immortal hit squad. They're gonna slap these cannons away. Alright. The cannon rush will be dealt with, will be denied. Certainly a lot of losses, though. Heavy investments. On both sides, truth be told. At this point, like, this is what? 5. We've got 6 cannons, 6 pylons, and 2 probes. Gosh, that's a lot of minerals thrown at this initial aggression. I'm not sure this was really worth it for Mr. Whizbane. At the very least, I suppose the mental damage, the mental fortitude of Protoss players. We know you can never underestimate the damage you can do to one's anxiety and therapist by extension. But will they really walk away from it with as few losses as possible? I love immortal shots. Look at that. Oh yeah, immortals are great. I love that we've been incorporating more immortals into various matchups. PvZ especially. It feels really nice to make just way too many immortals. You start walking around with like 9 immortals. You think you yourself are immortal? I just own this map? Great. Behind this, how has the Red Protoss been using the time they bought themselves? The cannon rush was, I'll call it, mildly successful. Certainly denied Edward from doing whatever it is Edward was doing. The probe and their fan club have made it to the middle of the map, slapped down an orange base here, gold nexus I should say. Red decided to go for the opponent's rich gas here. Definitely going to go gas heavy. We've got air upgrades already on the way. Do we even have a Stargate? No. But Indigos, I know what I want. I'm going to get the upgrades for it. Will it be Senior Void Ray portrait here? Or will it be something more sinister? We won't really know until the Stargate's actually completed. I will say blue, on the other side, has a fleet beacon and is making void rays. Suspicious. Flux veins? Flux voids? Maybe. Possible. We've got a prism too for what are we gonna immortal juggle? Okay, parting. Calm down here. 54 8 p.m. parting. Yeah. The Stargate's about to finish up for Red. I'm very keen to see what's happening. What's the choice? Is it fleet beacon? It's a fleet beacon. Okay then. So we're gonna just kind of jump the gun. What are you recalling? Probes? Probes. Get over here, probes. Time to go to work. So we're kind of just jumping the tech gun here from cannons straight to SKYTOSS. I can't guarantee it'll be carriers yet. We've got blue going for Tempest, which is one of the buttons you can push at the Stargate. Where are these ones going? Oh my gosh. Everybody's just throwing their probes all over the place. At least you both recall. Okay, that's at least a positive. And I know the time on this replay. I did kind of suspect we'd get into this, so I will be speeding us through this just a little bit. Just during the downtime here where they're both clearly gathering all of their various SkyToss cards. We've got carriers on the way for Red. +2 attack Tempest on the way for blue. However, I will say blue, you definitely need more Stargates, my friend. If you're going to go this route, actually, you don't need more Stargates, you need more money. You've only got 34 probes. Oof. Oof, indeed. They're working on it, though. They're getting the probes, getting Twilight, adding on the gases. The issue is, of course, Red controlling now both rich gases. That's going to be quite the jump in the economy. They'll be able to jumpstart this SkyToss mess shenanigans a fair bit quicker. We've even got a mama ship on the way. Why wouldn't you make the mama ship over here where we're making all the SkyToss units? I don't know. Because I want to float it right by the observer. I want to raise the black flag, let them know we're coming. It'll be more fun that way. I want to put the mothership right by that observer. I think they know. I think Edward Blue, yeah, I mean, they clicked on the Nexus. Oh, they saw it now. Quality, micro quality, watching the observer. I'm impressed. The Void Ray Tempest combo discovers this rich gas base. All the observers picked off. Cannons, actually, coming in handy yet again. The forces of red, I'm pretty sure, can take this fight. That's what, 4 carriers? Slightly less void rays than we started with, but the mothership, cloak, should help out too. I don't see any more observers here for blue. Oh, there we go. Battle time. Cloak initiated. The mothership quickly focused down, though. Cloak will be denied. The carriers, though, I think have got this. The carriers outnumber the Tempest at this point. It's going to be looking great for red at this point. Oh, a carrier of your own, I see. How far they have fallen. 3 Tempest at a time now, that's looking a lot better. If you're going to go the Tempest route, you got to start cranking them out and focus fire down those carriers. Red did lose the mothership, lost the void rays too. There's only 1 void still alive. And they're both going for Tempest now, just full commit. We are going SkyTOSS PhDs here. Okay then. Oh gosh, this is why this was sent to. It's so Protoss, from Cannon Rush to straight SkyTOSS. We usually have something in between that rhymes with Badark Templar, but I guess not. I guess we'll just be denied that one today. Maybe though. There's still time. I will say that. You think we're speeding through this replay? Nuh-uh. We've still got plenty of time left. Guaranteed. I think we might see a Dark Shrine at some point. I'm quite admiring the commitment to the wall. No ground units in or out. We have recall. We'll just move probes via recall. I suppose it's fine. Just as the developers intended. Wall ourselves in and just operate via spells and recall. Getting a few Phoenix. And ion pulse crystals too. Like, what has prompted the Phoenix here? I guess up against Tempest, it's not a terrible choice. Mass Phoenix actually does kind of crush a lot for PvP. We get into the Phoenix Wars discussion and composition. That's a whole nother can of Protoss-shaped worms, I suppose. We do have a Dark Shrine on the way. That didn't take very long. Not the player I expected it from, but you know, they are probably feeling a little bit behind. Look at the supplies. This is, I think, the power of those rich gases coming into play. And also having 90 probes, which is really going to work out well. Fully maxed out. What are they waiting on? Upgrades, maybe? I think +3 attack just finished. Yeah, they're getting armor and +3 shields. A SkyTOSS, experienced individual here. Where are you going? Where are you going? Oh, it's the DT drop. Okay. Oh, gonna drop them down. Put one over here. Put one over here. Oh gosh. Alright, fine. Never mind. I'm just gonna let them do their thing. Quick, pull everything. There's Dark Templar at the base. Base is under attack. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Protoss, of course, the most baller, the most aggressive of all the announcers. Where'd they go? Oh, we can't. Did you just? Oh no, that was the Blues recall. Okay, Blue Protoss, and a very logical overreaction of static defense. I don't think you need this many batteries. But at the same time, you have almost 7,000 minerals. I can't really blame you for that decision. It's quite the armada, actually. What do we got here? 9 carriers, 6 Tempest, 6 Phoenix, Mama ship. Okay. Upgrades? Almost, actually. We're going to be +3 across the board here. Red, itching for a fight, feeling a bit aggressive. Blue, likewise, they're both moving out now, gonna hit different sides. You better focus that Nexus down before they recall. There you go, focus it down. Very nice. At this point, though, Red can stand to lose a little bit of the economy. Losing a base for Red is not as damaging as losing a base for blue. Recalled just 5 carriers? I guess that was all they could fit in the little recall circle. The armadas are going to pass each other just along different sides of the interstate, and apparently blue looks out the back and is like, oh, let's go, get him. Alright, Void Rays. Engaging at the front, carriers being picked off as well. The Golden Armada off here. This is great. Okay, the carriers do join the fray here. I think, oh my gosh, I'm not actually sure. I think Red's got this. I think there's too many carriers. Although the Tempests sure are making quick work of them. When it's all said and done, gosh, all these reinforcing Phoenix are going to help out just for tanking shots. The Tempest count looking dreadfully even before the Phoenix actually join the fray, and at the end of it, things are not looking good for the blue. Although, I will say they did do the intelligent decision here, sending the DTs out of the fight, because they're certainly not going to be any help. Going after the probes, a bit of damage, evening up the worker count. Not that Red really needs, you know, more workers at this point. 10,000 minerals, 5,000 gas. What they need at this point is production. They're down to only 2 Stargates. It's just these 2. And this one DT of the bunch is the only one that figured it out. Where are the DTs? They're just kind of going around all over the place. They're following probes, at least. Might discover a line of way too many cannons. How many cannons? It's only 14. We've seen way more than that. That's not impressive. You call this a viewer game? Only 14 cannons, Indigos. Please. A few more DTs looking a bit decorative. They could go after these Stargates. Oh, here we go. More cannons. There we go. Alright. More cannons, more Stargates. Everything coming online now. This, I think, actually is going to be an issue for Red. It's not that they don't have the money, it's they didn't have the production. They just spent this entire time since that battle, like a solid maybe minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. I wasn't watching very precisely. They just spent all this time not producing army units. Blue has actually overtaken them in army supply at this current moment. Blue's got the problem of the money, though. So, you know, Red might catch up. In other words, I have no idea what's going to happen. It's PvP. It was a wild card situation from the get-go, but we're here. This is where we've wound up. Oh, don't go this way. Don't go this way. There you go. Alright, good. Don't go that way. Or at least get DT Blink. Do you have DT Blink? No. Oh man, we're going to be using DTs with no DT Blink. How are you supposed to circumvent some of these cannons? Red has fallen back into their portrait choice of Void Rays. But they didn't have the Fleet Beacon either. Oh my gosh. No wonder they're making so many Voids. They're like, I gotta make something. No Fleet Beacon. It's definitely hurting at this point, I feel. Like the just lack of production for this time. Blue has gathered up a decent little ragtag army here. 10 Voids, 5 Tempest, 3 Carriers. We'll see, will diversifying their assets here from the Stargate help them out? Or will Red's mass Void Rays just kind of take the cake? They're continuing the production despite the Fleet Beacon being completed. We have destabilizers. Yeah, orange shot. We'll take out those cannons pretty quickly. Will it force the engagement from Red, who's making more Stargates? Getting to the point that it might be too many Stargates. The gas count is getting a bit low. Void Rays charging up and getting slightly distracted. The addition of the Phoenix really helping out too. The Void's kind of caught out in the wind of the carriers, distracted. Hitting a Stargate on the left side is going to make things really difficult for Blue's army. The Tempest in the back doing great work picking off some of the units. They're focusing fire well. But it's also still quite a bit of army for Blue. The Tempest in the back. I don't know. The Voids, they're great against fighting carriers and Tempest, sure, but there's just not enough. I think blue may actually still be okay. Now you gotta start targeting down these pylons. Yeah, start shutting down the stargates. Very nice. Give them a power issue. Low power. Yeah, hit you right in the command and conquer. One Tempest comes out for red, which, yeah, blue's like, wait, it's just one Tempest. Oh, I can take that. Phoenix with its purple crystals. Gonna do decently. Not terribly well, but also not, you know, terrible either. Lack of better terminology, I suppose. The probe's in a bit of danger. Now red, the problem's really the gas. They're getting a bit low on gas at this point. They're going into full Phoenix. We're just kind of hitting whatever button. We hit carriers initially, it didn't work. We hit Void Rays just now, it didn't work. Well, maybe Phoenix will work. I will say Phoenix might be a pretty decent option here. They handle Void Rays and Tempest surprisingly well. And they can shoot while moving. They can shoot while moving. Or not. Alright, that's fine. The DTs will be a little bit of a struggle. Have to pick each one of them up, which will expose the Phoenix to the other army units. I like the addition of the DTs, actually. It creates a little bit of a complication, unless we just let them go fight cannons. Blue's still holding strong, the offensive doing well. Phoenix count growing up to 9 now, about to be 10. But blue's been adding on just more of the heavier hitters. More carriers, more Tempest, more Void Rays. We'll have to see. Will the Phoenix reign supreme? Red does still have the upgrade advantage on the shields. That's about it, though. Blue seemingly just forgot about that one. I don't even know. There's the forge in the main base. The focus is the units. With such limited gas, I agree with the choice. What is our income looking like? Blue is actually taking a lead on the income, too. So, you know, over time, things may look better and better for blue at this point. Red really could be retaking some of these bases. Like this one, we don't have any gas left, but there are some minerals. Okay. Gotta hold the gold base, it seems. Take the gas. This is going to be a critical loss. If they go much longer without these gases, they're going to run out. They're under 1,000 gas now. Blue is taking the lead on the money. Game of tenacity, longevity, a war of attrition here. The Phoenix going to engage. Cloak initiated and Cloak lost just as quickly. But did it buy enough time for the Phoenix to do their job? Things, gosh, I don't think they're going that well, actually. It's still quite a bit of carriers, quite a bit of Tempest on the field. Microing the Phoenix back isn't a terrible idea to at least pick off some of the interceptors. I do like that choice. You just kind of got to play it safe. Oh, look, all these batteries actually coming in handy now. I just didn't expect us to be fighting over top of Red's base. Picking off the fleet beacon, that's a nice choice. Not that I think Red really wanted to use it. Hitting the production again, they're down to just 4 Stargates, which is less than blue. And it looks like blue keeping up the reinforcements. I see more carriers, more voids in the production. These batteries putting in some serious overtime. They're all out of energy at this point. I think we've lost too many interceptors. Blue may have overextended a bit here. The Phoenix count is dwindling, though. The carriers, oh god, get them out of there. Oh, the Phoenix will be dealt with. The Tempest will reign supreme. How are they doing kill count-wise? 13, 9, 4, 9, 9. 13's the winner. 13 kills on 1 Tempest. That feels pretty nice. What's blue adding on now? More carriers? Yeah, more carriers. Reinforcing. Phoenix still the choice. And now red has hit the bottom of the bank. The gas pool has run out. Well, they'll get a little bit back because they still have units trying to be warped in here. It's not going to go very well, though. Down to... I see 3. Oh, there's the 4th. Okay. 4th Stargate behind the Nexus. You're like, we're still going with this? Yes, we're still going with this. But I think things are looking better and better for the blue Protoss. Red kind of expended every advantage they had. They had the money. They had the production. They just couldn't hold it. They couldn't keep it alive. This is, I think, still the ramifications, the consequences from those couple minutes where they couldn't make anything. They had all their Stargates over here, lost them, and had to remake all the Stargates over here. Imagine, for me, if you had just set up your 8 Stargates here instead, kept them relatively safe between all of these bases. Oh my gosh, we've got idle probes all over the place too. That's not helping the money one bit. These don't have any gas. They're dead. And gas is the problem with this composition. We're making zealots now. Okay. Don't think you're that far ahead to just make zealots and call it a day. You still gotta breach this wall of cannons and phoenixes, phoenixi, void rays. Void rays is easy. It's not void raises. Void rays is what? Well, I assume they're void ray child, I suppose. We taking downtime here? Am I good to speed it up a little bit? Just until somebody decides to pull the trigger. I mean, the zealots are gonna be slightly annoying. Oh, red out of position, actually. Really? They took the bait. They're going to take the fight away from the batteries at this point. Red's got to be in a bit of a panic. They are not feeling it, though. Time warp goes out. I believe that was even from the blue Protoss, despite it coming up as red. I don't think red had a mothership in there. And suddenly the army is deleted. Red's forces in shambles. It's just one void ray left here. And there they go. It's now down to 3 observers, which are going to just observe this loss in the bag for blue. A war of attrition, a trial. Oh, that makes a lot more sense. Scared me for a minute. I thought they were going home. I was going to say, no, what are you doing? You're winning. Well, the game is finally in the bag, as I was saying. A war of attrition, a trial of tenacity. Blue finds their footing, found their way up to 79 probes, and got enough money to make it work. Composition of choice for both of them, honorary, SKYTOSS, PhDs. God, those are large numbers. 41,000 minerals lost. 46 phoenixes. 33 void rays, 9 carriers, 3 different mama ships. You blew through 3 different motherships. There's kids out there that would kill to have 1 mama ship that loves them, okay? And you blew your way through 3? Unacceptable, Whizbane. Absolutely not. And at this point, it's just over. We've lost them both, apparently. I'm thinking Whizbane actually just walked away from the computer. They didn't say anything. No, there's been 0 chat the entire game. They both were heavily focused on these compositions of choice. But they've been at 0 8 p.m. for a fair bit now. I think they lost that battle and just walked away, which is going to earn a resounding shame. Absolute shame upon the red Protoss. Not because of the cannon rush, not because of the SKYTOSS composition, but because you walked away, because you rage quit from this without the honor and decency of actually surrendering. I will say, well done, well earned to the blue Protoss, surviving a bit of struggles there, bit of trouble, tenacity for sure. And now they're just gonna have to hunt down the building, so at this point we can just call it pretty good. Defend this ground. And you're not gonna leave 1 unit to watch over it? No, not like a campaign mission, huh? Okay. Well, the cannon wall will be destroyed. All of the other buildings lost. So yeah, the wall, it was successful, I suppose. The wall held the entire time. They're still not here. It's coming down. Every building will be destroyed. The sole thing that they will be left with are the 3 observers to keep a watchful eye on this ground that is no longer theirs. Thank you for the submission. This Protoss submission. Very Protoss, I will say. Onwards now to the second match of the day. For the second match of the day, we find ourselves on the map Amphion. The blue Protoss here. Blue probes the upper left corner. It belongs to Zerginator. Watch out, bug lovers. Oh god, it's another Protoss. In the bottom left corner here, the red probes, the red Protoss, it is Skiem. PvP, you gave me 2 PvPs in one day. I'm gonna have words with my replay chooser here. This better not be more of the same. Oh, gas. Oh, very quick, nice. Preventing the gas steal. That could be why Zerginator sent the probe across. Do a little bit of harassment, a little bit of shenanigans. No cannons at this point though, so things could look quite different from the initial. That's misplaced. That should be over here. But I suppose it's fine. Are you recalling the probe? Recall initiated. Who needs chrono boost? What are you talking about? No way. Why would I chrono boost when I can just continue making probes at the same speed I was? Are you both going one gate? Madness, I say. You both deserve to get 2 adepts shaded right on by, or proxy immortaled. Okay. At least red here has it at the wall. They can pretend to be able to stop adepts with a shield battery. Blue though, like, this game would just be over. Okay, I see this. I'm already foaming at the mouth for just a couple of adepts. I'll leave them. I'll probably put the adepts, if I had to guess. If you're not making a natural, I'm going to slap them right here. Just shade right on in, but we'll see. See how the game unfolds. They're going for a robo. 1 gate, 1 base robo, huh? It's a choice. It's one of the many choices, one of the many cards that Protoss could play in this situation. Sentry, I like it. Macro-oriented sentry opener here. Gas, always a struggle when you go for the sentry opener, though. It's always nice, though. I love the vision, the scouting it gives you. Hallucinated Phoenix, of course. The magic number's 3 sentries. But maybe not all at once, because 3 sentries have a little difficulty dealing with any amount of other Protoss units. Going 1 gate sentry, actually, up against a standard 2 gate Protoss, a Protoss that knows what they're doing. Oh god, that would be a tense situation. I would not want to fight that. It'll work out well because the opponent, they both kind of silently agreed to just go 1 gate. But if you're watching this and you're like, oh, I want to do these builds. No, don't do these builds. Please don't do these builds. It will drive me absolutely bananas. Okay. Hallucinated Phoenix spots the robo that started something and canceled something. I'm guessing you don't have enough supply. Or we're waiting on the robo bay. What is this, disruptor? We're going for disruptors. We're attempting disruptor. Is this a disruptor drop? Probably not. We could have made a prism at this point, but I guess we'll have to just wait and see. Adding on the 3rd gate. Warp gate completes for them both. They both have warp gate already done. 2nd gate, 3rd gate, robo. So they're both going for relatively the same, just one of them actually had enough intelligence to get a 2nd base at the same time here. Oh, we're going for it, huh? Okay. Stalker Disruptor at the 4.5 minute mark. Well, I know why we're here now. I know what's gonna happen. It's disruptor shots. Get ready. The clips, the meme, the highlight submitted match here, all gonna be all about the shots, the juicy disruptor hits, I'm sure. Red does not have blink, of course, not even the hint of a Twilight Council yet, so it's gonna be up to some very fierce physical micro. They've got over 100 at blue, of course. Zerginator crushing Zergs with a competent 80, I'm sure. Alright, I'm ready. I'm ready. Show me. Let him fly. Outside. Ooh, a good starting hit. Takes out half the stalkers on the defense. Not too shabby. Forward pylon. Okay, so we're going legitimately for a one base play here. One base, 3-gate robo disruptors, huh? You could add on a 4th gate. As long as you keep your disruptors alive, you can add on the 4th gate. Just get more stalkers. Treat it like a 4-gate with, 2 to 3 disruptors. Because you don't need to add on a lot of disruptors. That's just asking for a little bit of trouble. Sentries. Both disruptors have their shots. You really should be using them. Oh, they were waiting for an observer. Get an observer into position, okay. Oh, clips just one. Okay, not looking too good. Second shot goes out. Much better hit. Takes out 3. Red in a bit of a struggle now. Overcharge used. Just focus fire. Oh god, there's an immortal. I didn't see the immortal coming, and a beautiful force field is going to catch both disruptors. Red. Solid force field. The sentry build paying off. Just not in the dividend I was expecting. Force field catches both disruptors will absolutely be a massive help. There is another one coming, but this build from blue is all about momentum. You have to get in there, you get a few disruptor shots, you break that initial defense, and then you win the game. But without that momentum, red has been able to stabilize. They've got multiple batteries. They've got immortals, or at least one immortal. They're going for disruptors too. You don't have to do that. Well, one very intriguing force field goes out from blue. Show me another disruptor hit. Go for the pylon, actually. There's only one pylon here, powering this left side. Oh, gosh. Excellent disruptor shots. They're both taking quite decent chunks out of each other. Looking at it now, I think that might actually be powering. So it's probably better to just focus on the army. At this point, blue's already lost the momentum that they had, though. Things are not looking good. Adding 2 doesn't make it faster, okay? It doesn't work like that. Great thought, though. I love the idea. It's still a dial-up pylon, even if it has a friend next to it. Not too bad. Okay. Disruptor shot. Dang, both of you actually dead even on the resources lost. Oh, it was too far. A little bit of hesitation there. I like the choice, adding on a handful of zealots for the red. Okay. Once they break out of here, though, this game's over. Like, red's already got this. Oh, disruptor hit and a miss. Not quite there. Oh, that was almost devastating. It was still pretty good. Getting 3 stalkers for a disruptor shot is still pretty nice, but at this point, things are not looking good. Red's got this handled. The income from just even having a second base. I'm sorry, you have an operating third and you're taking a 4th? You're nuts. You're absolutely insane. Your opponent has 1 base. Why would you risk that? Oh my gosh, wait. Hold up. That one looked like a good one. Okay, we're gonna watch that one. Red's only got 1 disruptor, and I think its kill count just went up substantially. It's got 0 right now. We'll check again. Oh, He got 8 kills with that. That's going to be enough to break the contain. Blinking forward, blue in shambles, scattering to the wind now. 3 pylons does not make it faster. It's still a dial-up pylon. It just has friends that are just as slow as it. Which I guess is good. Nobody feels super inferior if everybody's a dial-up pylon, right? It's those pesky speed pylons. They go too fast, okay? Back in my day, we couldn't even warp in at the pylon. We still had to make everything at the gateway. Ah, yes. The choice of a sentry. That'll save us. Oh god, that disruptor hit was good. That was the shot. That was the shot that sent in the replay, I'm sure. Nope. And those look more like my disruptor shots. It just barely missed. Just enough to scare you. You think you're going to get it, the opponent thinks it's going to happen, everybody backs up and panics, but nobody actually gets hurt. Oh, come on, Red, you've got this. You can take this. You just saw the disruptor shot go out, too. You know that they don't have it. Well, now they do. They've got it back again. What's the goal here? Oh, we're warping in. Oh, we're going to get sneaky. Gonna blink some stalkers over the mineral wall up into the main base. He's already dead. This is just blood in the water. Red, oh yeah, game over. That's it. Much quicker, much more explosive. PvP, gosh. Who knew PvP could be so wildly different? Well, actually, I know you guys did, because you guys, excellent grandmasters of all the matchups. You know all the cards, all the things they can do. Thank you both for the submissions today. Excellent games, entertaining to watch for sure. And thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day.